you're a Canadian and you just touched down after a flight somewhere around the world, what's the first thing you want? What's the first craving you get? Let's put the question to our biz doc, Nick Bontis. So, Nick?
So I arrive in Venice, for example, in Italy, and I want some coffee. You know, I'm driving on the highway here, and I want some coffee. And back home, I go to Tim Hortons. I can get a coffee anywhere. But in Venice, in Italy, they won't let me go through a drive-through. They won't let me have a coffee in a paper cup. You know, I actually have to have it in a nice china shot glass, and I actually have to sit down on a beautiful, comfortable couch with, you know, ambiance. This Tim Hortons iconic quick-through coffee fix, it's such a Canadian thing.
So the first thing you do when you get back to the airport?
Go to Tim Hortons, grab my coffee, that's right.
Very clever strategy on their part.
Yeah. So why are they so successful? Why is this such an amazing Canadian story? Well, 3 words, LPA, location, penetration, and addiction. Let me talk about location for a second. Convenience. Every major corner street in this country, and some of them 2 or 3 or even 4 Tim Hortons on a corner street. Penetration, they've actually, you know, super penetration in terms of urban centers and rural centers across Canada. There's not much space, actually, to be honest, left for expansion in the Canadian marketplace. And then addiction. Now, I'm not talking about it from a drug addiction perspective. I'm just talking about it for, you know, if you haven't had your Tim Hortons coffee for a day or 2 or 3, you really need to have your fix. And Tim Hortons is smart, and they're going to give you a store as close as possible to your house to give you that fix.
And there's something in that coffee that makes you want to keep coming back. So what else is this successful Canadian story working on now?
Well, they're working on product expansion, obviously. You know, their bread and butter typically was their coffee and donuts, but we notice now that their menu is expanding. Obviously, they have a bigger breakfast menu now with bagels and breakfast sandwiches, and they have wraps as well as at lunchtime. They have sandwiches and soup. So to the extent that they can have the customer come into the restaurant for more than just that 30-second drive-through, that's where they're going to yield more revenue. So Tim Hortons wants the customer to come in for the coffee, but also to stay for the sandwich and the soup and for the other types of products as well.
And for our American viewers, Tim Hortons is coming to the United States as well.
That's right. So that's where the international expansion comes in. A lot of the northern border states, so New York State, for example, or Massachusetts, for example, they have the Tim Hortons. But what they're trying to do is something very, very smart in the U.S. They're trying to create more upscale type stores. You know, nice fireplace, more comfortable couches, and they're also introducing ice cream for more product expansion. And why are they doing that? Because in the U.S. they have Dunkin' Donuts. So Dunkin' Donuts is in the same space in terms of market pricing. Right. So I think Tim Hortons is trying to move a little bit more upscale in the U.S. So they're not competing directly with Dunkin' Donuts. But you know what? Very, very smart executives, very smart marketing at Tim Hortons. You know, they contribute to the community. They have their charities. You know, almost every single soccer player and hockey player from the age of 10 and under has worn Tim Hortons emblazoned across their chest. So they're very, very smart people. And I continue to think that Tim Hortons is going to be a wonderful example of Canadian business.
Well, marketing alone, their commercials just play into that feeling of nostalgia. What about internationally? I mean, moving into the States.
It's common to move into the States, you know, but the question is, will they ever be able to go to an Italy or to a France? Under their current model, I don't think so. And that's not such a bad thing, because let's face it, the U.S. market opportunity is so massive. You know, they got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of store opportunities to go in the U.S. But to actually go to Rome or to Venice or to Paris and to actually drive through for your vehicle to get your, you know, $1.25 coffee in a cup.
To go.
Yeah, I don't think it's a Parisian or a Roman thing, but that's okay.
Maybe Tim Hortons will start up a little cafe
that's right.
on that road to Venice
that's
one
right.
day.
That would be great.
Wouldn't that be
I would
great?
love that. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Nick. We'll see you next time.
All right. Take care.
Let's go get a coffee.
Yeah.